Man, that episode of Invincible was unbelievable. Like, what are they doing? It was like straight fire. What in the name of God were they up to? Like, they go straight from like emotional, powerful scenes with some of the best voice acting in the entire show to just pure like battering each other in space. And you know what? Great animation. I didn't see any problems with the animation this episode. Everyone's been going on and on about the Invincible animation, but I was quite happy with this episode. Like that final scene with Mark versus Conquest. Oh, it was hard to watch. It was vicious. It was vicious. But that's what I love about this show. It's incredibly vicious, but it just does it in such a good way. You know, like The Boys is quite violent, and a lot of people find it too violent. But the thing I love about Invincible is it can be very, very crude and very, very violent, but the emotions and the character work is just so good. Like Debbie shot up in terms of one of my favorite characters in this story so far. Like that scene with Nolan was incredible. The voice actor put in work. It was some of the best voice acting work I've heard ever. It was incredible. I loved that scene. And like I even liked the part they put in with Art, where like Art was trying to be friendly, but at the end he just couldn't handle it anymore. And it's just really great writing to see, because I know the comics, from what I've heard, didn't have that depth and like different things. But I'm very happy about what they did for this episode. They expanded on the material really, really well. And the family dynamic between the three of them, Oliver and, Oliver, Debbie, and Mark, is just brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Now, it was interesting to have, like, Nolan say he wasn't, like, oh, I didn't love Oliver's mother, because obviously Oliver heard that. That's why he's pissed. That's probably the reason why. Like, they're kind of building it up as a secret, but that's probably definitely the reason why, right? It was just all around completely nuts, this entire episode, and I can't wait to see what happens to see somehow when Mark gets back to Earth. He is a dead man walking, but it was just an incredible fight. Like I really enjoyed it. Mark put in some work. It was probably the first fight in the entire series where he felt like a superhero man, where he felt like he was doing damage. It was mad. He put in some actual work, and he still got absolutely slaughtered. Man, it was just a crazy, crazy episode. And the scene with Conquest behind Oliver, like, it was mad. Like, just crazy. Go, go, go. Like, I really, really enjoyed this episode. Great character work. Love Alan. Again, I just love seeing Alan in every episode. He should be a required character for every single episode. Like, realistically, without Alan, this show would be nothing. He is the main man. He is the GOAT. But brilliant stuff, like, genuinely. I don't know if we're going to get to the end of this war by the end of the season, but it's just, I'm very excited to see where it goes, because I know bits about the comics. Like I've heard, from TikToks or the explainer videos that came out in when season 1 came out, but they're changing so much that even the bits I don't know what happened. Like there's some stuff I know about the Debbie and Nolan stuff that I just don't think they're going to do in the show. I think they're going to leave it out, because I don't think it's necessary to the story. Like it's not needed, and I think they're going to go in a really interesting direction with that stuff. I'm really excited for it, and I'm just, I don't know, I like every Wednesday I'm just very, very excited. It's piquing my interest a lot, and it's great to see. Like I love to see Western animation doing this well, because anime has been so good with action for the longest time. Like let's be real, right? People can go talk about how great anime is, but a lot of people got into it because live action doesn't do action that well. I have not really experienced that many great action TV shows. Like character work and all is separate. A lot of good TV shows and movies have great character work, but doing action well in real life is very hard. Like that's what I love about anime a lot, is that like obviously the emotions and how you can portray emotions is great because you can exaggerate it, but the action in animation is just brilliant. I love action. That's why I love Dragon Ball Z. That's why I love, basically every other shonen in existence. Because when the action is done well, it's incredible in anime. And animation, and like Invincible's doing the same thing. Like you can say the animation's kind of in a lot of the scenes, but when you get to the really, really good fights, they put it up so well, and I really enjoy it. And then even for the character, like the character writing in this show has been incredible. I've just enjoyed every single minute of it. I really like Nolan as a character. Like is it J.K. Simmons is the voice of him? J. Jonah Jameson. Like he carries it a lot. Like I like that actor quite a bit, so I was very happy to see him playing this character. And the kind of work they're going through to try and make him redeemable, but also not redeem him, is really, really interesting. Because he's very, like, every character in the show is very flawed, like, in so many ways. And the way they try to bring in the nuance is incredible, and I just love it. I do wish that the season was a bit longer. Like, I feel like it's going to be a cliffhanger. We're not going to get to the end of the war. But to be fair, a lot of people were saying we wouldn't get to the conquest stuff this episode, and we got to the whole thing. So I am really, really excited to see where we go. I cannot wait for this next episode. I do think though Oliver might take an interesting turn. Like with Tech Jacket being a woman now in the show, and like the kind of small moments they added with her and Oliver, I think it'd be an interesting side plot to have Oliver do more stuff in the show and have more an interesting character arc. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of romance plots if they're not done well, especially when they weren't in the original story. But in fairness, there's only one story I feel does romance horrifically badly. I'm looking at you, Barto Blue Vortex, man. Jesus Christ, that shit is something else. Like, that has been horrific to read every week with the romance plots. But regardless, most of the stories have done a really good job, so I'm excited to see. I just wanted to throw that jab in, to be honest. That's really the only reason I'm bringing this up. But the Tech Jacket stuff is really cool. I do think it was a bit weird though. Like, didn't she take out one of the Viltrumite marks? Like, how come her and Alan couldn't take out the remaining two, or at least one of them? Like, it was a bit strange to me. I thought they could have taken them out. Now, I know they're probably trying not to kill the guys who were shooting at them other than the Viltrumites, but I just thought it was weird. I don't know. Like, obviously, it led to some really cool comedy moments with Alan, my goat, but still, strange. Don't know. I am so excited for the rest of this season now, and we're getting the boys back in a couple of weeks, and One Piece is back on Sunday. You can't ask for a better week. You really can't. We're just living the dream right now.